This beautiful little 1913 Whitney was just restored. It's going to go out this morning, heading out to a client. It's kind of a charming story with this piano. There's a lady that grew up with this piano as a little girl. She's now 90, and she's in a nursing home. We got a call from her daughter saying that she would like her mother to play this piano one more time before her time is up. And so we told her that we'd get it done as fast as we could. So it's a complete restoration. The instrument is completely redone with new strings. I'll show you that in a second. I mean, new hammers, new everything. And then the player was also rebuilt. This guy right here, the brilliant Matthew, got the player totally rebuilt, and and I'll demonstrate that for you in a little bit. But first, before we get to all of that, let's look at the finish that our illustrious refinishing team took care of. It's beautifully redone. That's a quarter-sawn oak, which was very popular at the time. It's still around, of course, but it's a more expensive way of cutting the oak. You get a lot less wood out of a particular single log, but the pattern is gorgeous. And this refinishing job, I mean, everything is just like glass, and it's beautifully redone. We've got all of these little touches with the knobs and the pedals. Have a look at the pedals. Those are the original pedals back to 1913, so over 100 years old, but those have been replated by our shop here. We've got an in-house replating. This decal here, that's a replica of what was there originally. Looks very nice. So that's the cosmetics. Maybe I'll just mention the keys. We did leave the keys original. These are ivory. You can tell if they're ivory, by the way. If you look really closely, you can see kind of a pattern in there. It's a grain pattern. I mean, it's an organic material, kind of like wood. It's sort of a random grain pattern. Whereas a lot of the plastic that was kind of a faux ivory that was done at this time, they put in patterns, but you can tell it just doesn't look like it. I shouldn't say it's totally random, because it kind of, if you look really closely, it kind of looks, I don't know, sometimes it kind of has a fingerprint type curve in it. You just grow an eye for it. It's not that hard to tell. But we did keep it original. We cleaned it up. There are things that you can do for stuff like this, these little tiny chips. Looks like we just have a handful of kind of chips and cracks here. I'm not a real believer in those. I've used them over the years, but I'm not a fan. So overall, I just feel like this look is a really nice look, and it has the original ivory. Okay, then let's talk about the piano before we get into the player. So the piano is a complete restoration. When we do a complete restoration, we take it all the way down. Have a look at this piano over here. You can see how far down we take these pianos, all the way down to the soundboard. Redo the bridges like this. You can see the bridge cap. That's new. This is the original root, and then that's a brand new bridge cap. And all of this pattern, we take a mylar pattern of what was there before and put on a new one. I can't show you on this piano because everything is buried in there behind the player, and it would just be too much of a hassle to take that out. But what I can show you, things like the plate back there, when we do have the soundboard out, or the plate out to do the soundboard, we refinish that, and it looks gorgeous, I think. We've polished all of those screws up. Redo the brand new tuning pins. All of those are torqued to between 100 and 120 pounds of torque. We've got new hammers, beautifully redone. You can tell it's a nice job because everything is just consistent and lined up just like soldiers. Same with these catchers here. Everything is just straight and beautiful. Same with the dampers up here. See those dampers, how everything is just really nicely lined up, functioning correctly. And those are new. The hammer butts are new. The shanks are new. All the felt and leather and cloth is new. Just a really nicely executed restoration. Okay, now for the star of the show, the player. So this player, it's an earlier player, 1913. Players really kind of got going more in the 20s, and so this is an earlier player, kind of an earlier technology. Things advanced quite a bit by the 1920s, and so it was a little bit more challenging. But let's have a look at like the transmission here and the wind motor. Everything is just really nicely restored. All of this has been recovered with, this is all new material. It's kind of a rubberized cloth. Everything has to be completely airtight. In here, in the deck, every individual note has its own little bellows. You can see this little bellows right here that has been recovered that I was showing you. Again, it's buried back in there, so I can't take it out and show you, but suffice it to say, actually, I can show you another one that's being rebuilt right now, and you can kind of get a feel for that. This is one that all of these little mini bellows, those are called striker pneumatics. Each one of those corresponds to a note. So when the note is actuated, this collapses and plays the note that way. So all of those are replaced, all of the tubing, the rubber, everything has to be totally airtight, and that's something that we were chasing for a while, trying to just get everything fully airtight. It's a vacuum, has to be a full vacuum. All right, let's open that up. Let's listen to it play.